from the grand final and that trophy. Let's find out with your casters though. Odie, Pixel and Malini are waiting in the wings.
Thank you very much, Alex, and indeed a very warm welcome back to you all watching at home for this Game 3 of the Grand Finals here at EPICENTER 2017. Liquid EG's 1-1 at the moment. We've seen the draft, Ben. EG trying to bring back the Marana wall. In fact, now GH, he's going to get the courier. He just walks in and he just gives it a whack. And in fact, Sumail may be in trouble as well. He's been cornered off by the Fisher, walks into the Sunstrike as Miracle beautifully predicts his
Roll Shrine.
I mean, top lane, they really do want to do something about Arteezy. He's been keeping fantastic control of the lane here with Crit, and now the wraparound comes through. GH lands the Fisher, the Frostbite, the Sunstrike, more than enough to bring him down. Crit will try and get himself back to safety, but it's not going to happen. Enchant Totem there to cancel the TP, and GH, the gentleman, lets Mind Control get the final touch for the kill on the Bristleback.
So he prevented a kill on top of man on bottom. He killed Sumail once in the mid lane, and he also killed top lane. So he's really won all 3 lanes while stacking the Ancient. That's incredible.
GH on that shaker. As you said, it is not easy, but GH is certainly making it look like that mid lane. Indeed, Sumail will have to leap over the Fisher. Does still have to be careful of Miracle's right click. Tries to man up here. Again, goes for the prediction with the Sunstrike, but will be off point. So Sumail able to survive this rotation.
The next level, just stand in place.
It seems to be the play here for Sumail. Can't read your mind if you don't think. Top lane. Zai getting closed in upon. Mind Control and Kuroke. There's never any downtime for GH, that's for sure. Bottom lane, EG opening up onto Matumba Man. GH moving into position, making sure that they do hold back, but now he's been caught out by Gust. Now the upheaval starting to slow him down. Zai does land the root, but Liquid are going to come in and try and fight in return. They'll keep GH safe. The dust is out. Zai has been trapped up by the walls, and Liquid are the ones to make the play down here, despite EG's best efforts. May not be done yet as well, as Matumba closing in onto Arteezy. Mind Control as well, ready to make sure that the gap is closed. The first coup is out. Is the Shadow Word going to be enough to save him? Ooh, it is! I can't believe he got out of that. He gets himself away. Arteezy will survive. Crit, maybe the one to attack this. No, he'll try for the TP as well. Is he going to be a success? Taken down in the middle lane, as they do not hold off this pressure that they have been keeping up since the very early stages of this game.
Yes, and now the Drought Ranger feels stifled, as does the rest of the EG lineup. Sumail getting closed in upon.
Does have the Moonlight Shadow. See if they have the detection. They do. Fisher there as the sentries dropped along with the Sunstrike straight into Sumail's.
Easily get wiped despite having all these teamfight ultimates because they fell so far behind in the early game.
Oh, Miracle. Tornado up to the high ground, gets 2 in the combo. Crit and Zai left high and dry. Zai's down. Crit trying to hide up, but the sentry's down. They've got vision upon him. Sunstrike's there from Miracle as he picks him up as well. 2 dead on EG.
This Observer Ward right here to the southeast of the Ancient. We've seen this time and time again because it's very hard to deward, and you get... Oh, he has Ags already.
Yeah.
Row.
At this pace, we could see Miracle doubling the net worth of Sumail. Top lane though, Arteezy does find potential for a solo kill. Looks to Gus, GH backwards. In fact, GH is just fogging him. He can't get the vision to finish off the Shaker kill, and now Arteezy could be in trouble. He has got his friends on his way over, but Mind Control's there on the front lines. Echo Slam this time, it will be enough with the Sunstrike to bring down Artur. Zai's trying to come back in. They do get the 3-man golem. GH won't be able to hold them back with the Enchant Totem as he will fall. Kuroki with the freezing field. They tried to cancel it with the arrow there, but the creep's blocking it, causing Zai to fall to the damage. Now Sumail trying to DB out in the middle of the tree line, but they have the vision. Cold Snap's there. Sumail dropped as well. And again, it's EG trying to fight. Out that chaotic offering, they're running out of damage that they can throw down in these team fights. And in fact, Arteezy in trouble. That ward still there. EG never dewarded it. They have got the Shadow Blade. Do they have detection yet? Dust is going to clip him. Living Armor out upon him. Is it enough to keep him alive? But with the Gust back and the Overgrowth, it looks like they'll give Arteezy a bit more time. Matumba chasing it down. Surge is there from Universe. Arteezy down the middle lane, and Sumail on the bottom trying his best to climb towards that Aghanims. Now they've got to come back though. Pressures onto the high ground. Liquid moving on to tier 3s. Sumail and Artur, they have to come back eventually. Sumail now TP's home. Arteezy will stay in the middle lane. Says the aura is all I'm offering in this team fight, boys. And that may just be enough. Sumail's presence starting to slow the pressure down. Liquid struggling to fight through the living armor, but now they see a chance. Crit around by the shrine, won't pop it, doesn't need to now, it comes through. Universe says keep yourself healthy. Pop the shrine now, the combo coming in with the back wall, but in response GH jumps forward with the Echo Slam. Sumail tries to leap away, but Liquid, they're kept alive. The combo just isn't enough. Even with the multi-man vacuum and chaotic offering, they just can't bring Liquid down. They stay alive, EG to fall. Drow has to buy back into this one. They'll finally catch Matumba on the retreat of it all. They need something big. They need a huge cleanup here, EG. They tried to find mind control. It's not enough damage. Sumail jumped forward for it. Rules here onto Miracle. Miracle now turning, trying to finish off Zai. Zai on the way up to the high ground, jukes out the tornado. Miracle turns around with the deafening blast. Sumail caught out. The Sunstrike is going to connect. Oh! The lead just in time to keep Sumail safe. RTZ again holding back Liquid with the three-man Gus. Again, a very scrappy fight, but EG do hold. They keep the tier 3 alive. Next tier 3 push is going to be again when things get tricky for Liquid. I say though, Miracle, he actually finds the two-man combo here on the high ground, just brings down Zai. And just like that, one hero less to worry about. Liquid finish off the tier 2, and now they're ready to go in again. How long are we seeing to the chaotic offering? That really is the big one that they need for this high ground defense, as Liquid, knowing that it's not there, are able to be pretty brash with their push. They bring the tier 3 down, Alacritying up, Bristle back, EG bringing the full 5-man back for this hold. Can they keep them off? They need to keep that tier 3 alive so they can buff it back up with the living armor. Miracle looking for the opening, catches the tornado again onto 2. But the push certainly proving to be a little more difficult now for Liquid. Now the chaotic offering is back online. They've got to be so careful how they commit Liquid. They can't afford to lose another fight. In fact, an arrow straight onto mind control could be the perfect opening hit for EG. They'll vacuum back further in towards the base, but he's still able to get himself back out. They're grouped up, Liquid. Zai starting it off with the overgrowth. Again, the meteor drop down. Now the chaotic offering comes out in response, but GH is in there. Straight up to the high ground. Echo Slam onto 2. They'll look for the Sunstrike onto Sumail. It's not quite enough damage. Kuro, freezing field, cancelled by the Gus from RTZ. As again, no one to fall, but EG are holding on to this high ground. There we go. Mind control on the front lines. Crimson Guard out. RTZ trying to push them back, but against the Bristle, very much a tickle. Sumail actually leaps down to the low ground here. Will be cold snap, and that gives Liquid the chance to finish off the tier 3 in the middle. Matumba Man trying to lock in onto RTZ, but EG now with Zai back alive onto the Bristle. What an echo.
I cannot imagine EG's disappointment when they saw Bristleback as a target. They would have loved to get Shaker, Invoker, Lycan, pretty much anybody but Bristleback. Did you see how little damage he took?
I mean, I don't think he took any. Look at how grouped up they are. GH, bam, no holding back, straight in, sees the opening, and abuses it beautifully. And at this point, Sumail jumping in with that damage with the Aghanims. It's just not enough with the BKB up on the Lycan. Kuroki tanking one for the team there. And now here we have again, Liquid ready for the push. Of course, last fight, there wasn't a chaotic offering. It was still unavailable. And even if it wasn't, there would have been no chance for him to drop it. So Crit does have that for this high ground defense. No wall. We'll see how much Liquid care about that though. As mind control straight up forces out the fortification. Miracle with the cheese ready for this fight. Aegis, of course, on Bristle. And how do they stop this? Looks like they may be able to bring him down the once, and indeed they will. So Aegis is popped. Again with the living armor there, making sure that it is very slow for Liquid to siege in, especially Matumba, he doesn't want to commit himself to hitting the racks. They're comfortable with trying for this slow siege with just mind control, working away on the structures. Arrow will catch him.
Right now, though, he can't really out-DPS the living armor. So, what are Liquid going to do now? They just lost the Aegis for very little gain. But all three of their lanes looking relatively okay, I suppose.
I like this little smoke up here behind Bristle. They know that EG's put that wall down, has that vision. They want to try and work around it. KuroKy getting some high ground for themselves. It will be immediately dewarded. GH jumping in with a Fisher. Crit taken down by a Sunstray. Has to buy back. They need the chance for a chaotic offering if they want to have any hope of holding off this fight. Matuma moves forward with the BKB, but he will be rooted up the wall. In fact, the illusion just ripping him to pieces, but he will be kept alive. Backs away, will survive that initial jump. There's the vacuum onto 2, but there's no follow through other than the Golem just chasing them down. The MP making sure the Smell falls back again. GH in with the 3-man Echo Slam once again, sending 3 of EG straight to their grave. Samael, Sunstrike there from Miracle to bring him out and down. EG, they only have buyback on 2 of them, and in fact Zai, he could be in trouble as well. Miracle moving in, has the cold snap. Zai can't even get off a living armor. It's a dead armor, it's a dead tree, and GG is called. GH that game. From the early stage, the roaming to the later game, Echo Slams. Performance. I mean, what a game!
That's incredibly hard to pull off too, as the roaming shaker. They didn't have the strongest lanes on the side of EG, but at the same time, GH just made that look like an easy breezy 2-1.
What a series so far. Ups and downs, up and downs. Game 1, strong for Liquid. Game 2, strong for EG. Game 3, it just all fell apart again from the early stages, and as I said, it really was the worries that the panel had being very, very obvious here in this draft and in this game. It just, EG, what went wrong for them, do you feel? I mean, they themselves must have felt confident with the picks. Did they expect something to go better in the early stages? Was a lane lost that shouldn't have been?
Maybe they didn't expect the lane matchups coming out from them. I don't think they expected Matuma Man to have so much farm, but he tried to position, they like sacked the Bristle against the Drow Ranger, and then they had Matuma Man farm against the Darkseer, which just worked wonders for Liquid's early. I also don't think they expected Earthshaker to win all 3 lanes for them and stack coordinations. So the thing about the draft from Liquid though, they keep banning out the puck. I think if you ban out the puck, you're also banning out the Drow Ranger, because it's just not effective if you don't have a Ranger in the offlane. It's very difficult to pull off, and you have to play exceedingly well or be against a much lesser opponent.
Oh, there we have it. 2-1 now for Liquid here. 1 game away from sealing the deal in this EPICENTER Grand Finals. Can they do it, or can EG come back again like they came back after Game 1? We'll find out very shortly in Game 4. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.